This is Gunpowder Philosophy with your host, Sergio. Today, I have my M4 carbine. It's made by PSA. It has my M4 style front sight that's attached firmly and accurately to the barrel. And before we get this thing started, I gotta show y'all that this rifle is clear. And because the rifle is clear, that proves that I am in a safe and controlled environment. Now on this rifle, it doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. I just have my Romeo 5 red dot, which I love. It has auto on and off, but I like to keep this off when I'm not using it to conserve battery power. But you can they got a plus and minus for more red dot redness or less red dot redness. So that's good for those of you like me who have weak vision. And the reason I like the AR-15 is because it's the weaker man's rifle. This is something I would give to my granddad if he was still here. This is something I would give to myself because I have two debilitating disabilities. Well, it's not really debilitating because I still get around, I guess. But my thing is, I ain't got time to be trying to motherfucking keep some shit steady with just 2 points of contact when the rifle allows you at least 4 points of contact. You got your shoulder, you got your cheek, you got your hand, and you got your other hand. So there's 4 points to aim this bad puppy the right way. And then you got your pop-up rear Magpul MBUS sight, which I love. And it lines up oh so perfectly. So you might be wondering, like, why did I choose OD green? Wanna know why? Because I'm tired of black rifles. And OD green is my favorite color. So they had gray, they had black, they had OD green, and they had that coyote brown / flat dark earth color. And that's what I went with. I went with the green. And went to the website, PSA, which those are some good people, because they let me get this rifle for under the whole thing, minus the red dot, of course, and the optic. And the rear sight. They let me get this whole rifle on my own pace for under $500. So what's not to like? What's not to love about that? Like Nas said, holding the M16. See with the pin on the screen. Now this ain't exactly a M16, but you get the message. And anybody that breaks into my house or your home, if you have one or planning to get one, they will get the message that you love peace and to leave you the fuck alone. It's just that simple. We don't own guns, regardless of what they say in politics and on the news. We don't own guns because we want to go crazy, because we want to go shoot up a school. None of that shit. We own guns for protection. We own guns for the sport. And we own guns, finally, and I think most importantly, because of the Second Amendment. And for those of you who don't know what the Second Amendment means, let me give you a brief rendition. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So that means I can buy a few more of these things if I so well choose. And for you out there who care to know, I'm a little remiss. And I say I'm remiss because of this. It's this guy I've been watching, awesome YouTube creator named T Electric from Detroit, Michigan. That guy takes his time. He don't watch every video I post, but every firearms related video I post, oh, he's in the comments. And he has a bunch of subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to Gun Freak Nation, or better yet, T Electric, go do yourself a solid and go over there and give him a subscription. He's a good solid dude. He don't have to take time out his day to watch my video because right now I'm starting at the bottom. Like Drake said, started at the bottom. But I ain't there yet. He's there. So with that being said, I just want to say shout out to that brother. And I appreciate him for checking out my video, just like I appreciate the rest of you guys. Okay, on this channel, it won't be all firearms. It's going to be some political opinions. It's going to be some shit that's going on in the world. It's going to be some of everything. Because this firearm, and many like it, makes up who I am, but it's not all I am. So with that being said, stay tuned for more gun-related content and un-gun-related content. Because see, a lot of people have the gun, but they don't have the knowledge or the philosophy that means wisdom, the love of wisdom behind why they got the gun and why it's their right to keep the gun and why they shouldn't be tricked out of their gun rights. They don't have the wisdom and understanding yet. Not all y'all, but some people. Some people is new to the culture and they want to understand the why behind we do the shit that we do. They want to understand why people think the way they think. You know? And I like paraphrasing. I like quotes and all that. So you're going to hear quotes. I'm a poet, so you might get some gun poetry on this channel and all that. So yeah, because I like what Scarface said. David Deuce got a shotgun. So why you get upset? Because I got one. That's so true, man. If David Duke got a shotgun, I think every black person should have one. Matter of fact, it said, Ida B. Wells said that it should be a rifle in the corner of every black household. And I firmly believe that. If we're children of slavery, if we come from slavery, we should be the main ones. We should be the first ones. We should beat the white people to the gun store. And I have nothing against white people, but I feel like black people should be the first in line to buy a fucking gun. Not only because of the historical context, but because of the current context. If you live in a rough neighborhood, then chances are you need more than a few of these. I'm gonna just tell you how it is. Me personally, I'm an introvert. I stick to myself. I don't fuck with people. I go to work. I come home. I got my little family or lack thereof. But yeah, I just don't fuck with nobody. I just try to raise my daughter and keep it pushing. But that don't mean because you don't fuck with people that somebody one day might not come fucking with you. And also, being a person with a disability, I got bullied in school every day. I got pushed around in school every day. So you know what? As an adult, that shit ain't gotta happen no more. I'm not the same person I was in middle school. I'm not the same person I was in elementary school. For the right reason, I would kill and smile in the mugshot for the right reason. Because even people that go home, they got a mugshot. Just because you shoot somebody in self-defense, don't think you're going straight to the house. It don't work like that. You got to get booked and processed like the rest of them. unless it's an open and shit case, which sometimes that's a little rare. So yeah, they're gonna have to investigate. They're gonna have to confiscate your gun. That's why you should have more than one. So if it did come down to that, hey, now I got backup just in case they take my bag up. But like I said in my last video, this is not my first and only line of defense. Matter of fact, it's far from it. Cause my first weapon is this. My second weapon is this. Third weapon. My fourth weapon is my feet to kick and run if I have to. But if all else fails, and I have no other choice, that's why they gave us this. The government making you put on masks, the government making you stay 6 feet apart, all that bullshit. On this channel, we're gonna learn and we're gonna dig into what exactly is a constitutional republic. And do I have all the knowledge? Do I have all the answers? Hell no. So if I get something wrong, that's what the comments for. You can correct me in the comments. But correct me if I'm wrong. This is not a democracy, it's a constitutional republic. So while we're going to the gun store, while we're picking up our ammunition, let's get armed, let's get educated. But not just here, but up here. You know why they think they can take the guns? Because we're not educated enough up here as to why we should keep them. We don't know about what the reporter asked one of those spinal fathers, I forget which one it was. But at the end of the meeting, they said, "Sir, what have you given us?" He said, "A constitutional republic, if you can keep it." And that's what these are for. And don't give me that bullshit, black people, about the Constitution being written while we was in slavery, yada, yada, yada. Hey, I know all about that. But the thing is, the minute we got out of slavery, the minute they gave us our freedoms, that's the minute we owe it to ourselves and our ancestors to stand on the Constitution. Because that's what all this shit is predicated on, whether you like it or not. You got constitutional rights. And if you don't know those rights, you're gonna be fucked in your ass. Like Ice Cube said, with no Vaseline. This is my rifle. There's many like it, but this one is mine. Y'all have a great day.